Before we get into the meat of the video, it is important to me that you know that you are going to see clips of me fighting each of the 17 bosses we discuss in this video. And I am not a meta player. I'm not trying to maximize the damage aggressively of every single character. I'm trying to do decent damage consistently. I don't care about giant one-off crits. As long as it gets the job done, I'm happy. If you have any commentary on the weapons or the build of any of the characters, you can leave them in the comments, but just know that even though I will see them, I will not care. I did not ask. Thank you. That sounds a little aggressive. You. I. The unsolicited advice is strong in this fandom, so. Hey, it's Cecil, and it's Tuesday because, wow, again, with the filming the video last minute, we're doing great. But today, we are here for the first time in a long time with a sort of ranking tier list video. Sorry that I keep touching my hair, it's being weird. And I am going to be ranking the bosses in Genshin Impact, or at least the ones in Mondstadt, Luya, and Inazuma, based on how fun I personally find them to fight. So this isn't really a commentary on difficulty or like it's fully just a commentary on how much I personally can stomach when I have to farm from this specific boss before I am in the worst dopamine deficit. if the, if this makes sense at all. So that's the vibes. We have 7 categories. We've got the love of my life. These are the guys that I look forward to fighting, and sometimes I fight them even when I don't have to farm them. They're just that guy, you know? Could fight 50 times in a row. Fights that I genuinely enjoy. I don't fight them if I don't have to fight them, but like when I do have to fight them, I don't mind it. It's a good time. Could be worse is, like I might drag my feet a little bit, but do I hate it? No. Forgettable is for all of the bosses that I either fully forget exist or I just want to forget exist. It's just kind of like they're It's not a particularly interesting battle, or I have terrible RNG luck, stuff like that. Mom Pick Me Up I'm Scared is stuff that just doesn't mesh with my playstyle and it overwhelms me a lot. Or stuff that gives me some amount of sensory issues. There's a couple bosses in here that trigger migraines for me, and I just don't fight them if I can at all help it. Uh, my brain is coming out my ears would be the ones where it's just like I have to pay close attention to certain details that I can't process all of them at once, and not a fan. And then the final tier is if I could never fight this again, which is something that's either boring, frustrating, or I've just done it so many dang times and it never got more enjoyable for me, and I just wish I never had to fight it again. So, them's the tiers. Let us begin. We're starting with the Anemo Hypostasis, which immediate forgettable. Like, I mean, I guess could be worse, but like I don't have much of an opinion. I've fought it plenty. Like I've leveled up characters that require the Anemo Hypostasis. Like I can. I do have a difficult time with depth perception when it comes to going up in the currents and then gliding down to hit the Anemo sigils, and I don't like that even if you get all the sigils, it still regenerates a little bit and you still have to finish it off afterwards. I would like collecting the sigils to just end the fight, personally, but what can you do? But next we have the Electro Hypostasis, straight up love of my life. This started as a boss that I didn't like to fight, especially because I haven't actually done the World Ascension trial since they added a new world level, and I think they changed the structure of the domain. So I don't know if the electrohypostasis is still in that, but back in my day, it was always the same domain every single time, and at the end, you would come across the electrohypostasis. And I had the hardest time figuring it out at first because Genshin was the first game that I ever like played that truly had combat in it. So back in 2021, I was flailing. I didn't really know what I was doing, and I didn't like fighting the electrohypostasis. But after doing it enough times, it started to build my confidence because I feel like this is the boss fight that I know the most intimately and am like the most prepared going into. Of course, the clip that you see, I totally miss actually hitting all of the electro triangles at the end there, and that's just because I wanted to bring Arlecchino in, and I hadn't actually used Arlecchino to fight this boss before. And her pyro doesn't keep hitting like I had hoped it would. Um, but that's neither here nor there. Um, but otherwise, it's one of those where it's like I can knock it out quick, and it built my confidence with combat in the game, so I feel really good about it. Next is the Cryo Registine. Immediate, if I could never fight this again, I would never fight this again. But I have to fight it again, which. Now, here's the thing you will see, I can fight it fast. It's fine. And it's not like it's a terrible design or fight or anything like that. Like, I'm not struggling with it. Here's the problem this guy literally only gives me the bare minimum drops every time. We're. The RNG is terrible, and it's always been terrible. I. It's like whichever drop I need it to give me a little more of, be it the like cryo crystal pieces or the actual boss material, it doesn't matter because whichever one I need more is the one that it's going to give me less of every time without fail. To the point where it had been so long since I had fought it, and the last time I fought it, I had leveled up, I want to say Chongyun, and when I got Ganyu, I had enough boss mats to get her all of the way to level 90 right out of the gate. And as far as the cryo crystals, the only reason I had enough of those is because it'd been so long since I leveled up a cryo character that I had enough that I could craft all of the pieces that I needed from like dailies and whatnot. But this vine, never once. Every time, even after I got to world level 8, every time I would fight it, it would only give me 2 boss drops. It would never give me 3. And, when you have to fight the boss 10 times to level up the character, but then you still have to fight it more times because you don't have enough damn cryo pieces, and not to once again, back in my day, but back in my day, that was the only cryo boss. I mean, the cryostasis came in kinda quick afterwards, but quick enough? No, not at all. 0 out of 10. I hate that boss. Anyways, um, the cryohypostasis. I'm too. I am too much of a fool to fight this. Heart emoji. I don't like fighting it. I am not good at fighting it. I'm still not entirely sure how I'm getting through the fights. I'm getting there, but like, have I earned getting there? No. I don't know what's happening. I don't like that I'm building up cold and that if I don't get close enough to a heater, I'm just going to start losing HP. It's a very overwhelming time for me. It's too many little things to manage. I don't fight this if I can at all help it. I think I've only I don't actually know what characters I'll use it, but I do know that I haven't leveled any of them very far because why? Geohypostasis, a solid could be worse. Don't like where it is. It's kind of an annoying location to get to, but like, am I gonna die over having to fight it? No. Is it a hard fight? No. Is it an annoying fight? No. It's fine. Like I think I was so used to the fact that when you have like a boss that is one element, you don't bring that element into the fight. So in the very beginning of playing the game, I didn't know what to do, and so I would just bring like claymores in, which was fine and got the job done. But once I learned that Zhongli can still like demolish those pillars and whatnot with his own stuff, I was like, oh, got it. And it became easy. Is it my favorite thing to fight? No. But like, am I mad about it? Also no. Now, the Pyro Regisvine is another love of my life. I think it's because in fighting it, I really came into my own with being a Barbara main. My Barbara does good damage. I would say compared to my other DPSs as I've played the game more, is she like a powerhouse? No. I would say her max damage so far has been only like 62,000, so it's nothing completely bonkers, and it's always against like a pyro slime, you know? But when I get my team for the Pyro Regisvine, it's just it's so good. I used to use the Electro Traveler plus Kaya and Xingqiu to back up Barbara, but now I use the Raiden Shogun. Still gives that off-field Electro bonus, and we just zip zap that thing into oblivion, and it's fun. It's fast. I love how fast that fight goes, and I love that I do it with everyone else's like off field damage and then just Barbara doing all the heavy lifting. I love it. It's so much fun to me. Now, the Primo Geo Bishop, I can't see. I cannot, from a distance, distinguish the difference between cryo and hydro. I'm not good at guessing which one I'm up against, and it doesn't really matter, right? Like it's fine if you bring in the wrong element team cuz they'll still do damage against it. Like it's fine. But if I can't see which like I don't know. There's not enough of a visual difference between the hydro and the cryo blues, and I it makes me dread it because I have to guess. Like sure, if it's electro and purple or it's pyro and red, it's like yeah, that's great. But like and part of the problem, I acknowledge it, I know, is because I have blue light filters on all of my devices, which already is like changing the colors of my stuff like fundamentally. I know. I'm aware. I just wish that it was a more obvious difference. Cuz I'm only I'm only right about half of the time, which means that I really am just flipping a coin and hoping for the best. So, the Oceanid. Never again. I have to fight her more because Child is only level 80 and I want to eventually level up Mona, but I don't like the fight. And it's not like it's hard. It's just I'm not patient. I don't like this. I don't like when there's extended periods of time where I can't do damage to the boss. I don't like the little like phase. I don't like the way that it's I don't like it. I don't like the whole like, oh, you come in and then she talk. I mean, the dialogue is fine. Like, I wouldn't mind her talking. I'm sorry, Radia, I do love you. I hate fighting you. It's annoying. I like that you have to like intentionally start the fight. I like that aspect of it, but I just get so bored cuz there's like, and then once I figured out which platforms never sync in all of that, it's the center one, by the way. It just was like, okay. So like there's the period of time where you're just kind of like standing there, and then you do some fighting, and then you're just like standing there, and then you do some fighting, and you're just standing there, and then you do some fighting, and then it's over. And the fact that it's just always the same every single time, don't love it. Not for me. Ah. Ruined Serpent, Mom Pick Me Up, I'm Scared, Forgettable. It's kind of in between these two. I understand the mechanics of the Ruined Serpent, and you will see I'm obviously fine at fighting it. It's just, it's annoying. I don't like when stuff's going underground. I don't like when I can't fight you. I don't like when I can't fight you. It, ugh. And it's out of the way because it's all the way down in the dang chasm, which is on its own separate sub map. And you know what else? The chasm never got updated when they did all of the layer mapping. They didn't do that for the chasm. They should have done it for the chasm. If any part of the dang map needs it more than any other part, it's the chasm. I mean, obviously, yeah, like Sumeru, the desert, sure, but the chasm needed layers. It's annoying to navigate. I have to make sure that my Luma Stone is charged up because that's the only way to get rid of the abyssal goo. And it goes underneath, and I can't attack it when it's underneath, and I'm not good at timing my attacks on it. And there's just too many things to pay attention to. Anyways, so I don't like fighting it. And I've never leveled up any character who uses it. The solitary Suwani. There we go. The solitary Suwani is beautiful. Do I remember how to fight it every time that I have to go in and fight it? No. No, I do not. But it's so pretty. And the music is vibey. And it's just such a good, lovely time. Oh, I love it. It's beautiful. I can get behind a boss fight that I have not yet figured out as long as it's pretty enough. I love it. It's beautiful. I love that. I love the new region of Leah. I love it. I love it. Oh, the vibes. Immaculate. Outstanding. Big fan. Magu Kenki is another could fight 50 times in a row. To once again, back in my day, the first summer event in the Golden Apple Archipelago, we actually got Magukenki in there so that we could pre-farm for Kazuha. Which we also had the Sea Gardenias, but I think that was there the second time that they ran the GAA. But the fact that we like got a sneak peek at this boss fight and got to do pre-farming even though it was from a region that hadn't been released yet, revolutionary. And then I got C1 Kazuha afterwards. Like, I earned that. I worked for that. Okay? I come back to fight Magukenki plenty of times because it's fun. I love a little marionette dude. That's great. The puppet, the animation, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I think he was actually the first like humanoid sort of like open world regular boss that we had. So he was pretty unique for the time as well. And then just like I just like the vibes. The vibes are nice. I have fun. The vibe's good. Yeah. The perpetual mechanical array, however, Mom Pick Me Up, I'm scared because I don't. It gives me a migraine. I fear it. It does. It makes me motion sick and triggers my migraines. I don't know what it is about that room and about like looking around to find the thing. I have fought it in the abyss and in like event things, and in other places I would put it perfectly in a could be worse. But in the actual open world, it makes me so nauseous, and I don't know why. I don't know why it triggers my migraines like that, but it's not a good time for me, and I don't like doing it, even though I can get it done. Who knows? Maybe one day I'll be able to level up Goro, but that day has not yet come. Either that, or I'll take up one of my partners on their offer finally and let them fight it a bunch for me, but you know. Anyways, the Pyro Cube is a could fight 50 times in a row. It's for the same reason as the Pyro Regisvine. I like letting Barbara loose on it and just watching it go so fast. This is actually the first boss that Barbara surpassed 20,000 damage on, which we love to see. So it's kind of got that momentous moment. And I fight it for fun. Like, I've never really fought it with the intention to level up a character. Every time I've leveled up Toma, it's just been because I've realized, like, oh, I have enough pyrohypostasis pieces for you. Here you go, buddy. And level him up a little bit. One day he'll be level 90 because of this. It's just a really slow process because I've never built him intentionally. But lovely fight. Enjoyable. Having a good time. However, the hydrohypostasis is a good ol' if I could never fight this again. If I could never fight that again, I would be happy. But I am not happy because I have to fight it again. Who do I have to fight it for? I don't even remember, but I know that it will come up again. But when I leveled up Kokomi to level 90, it's the same thing, right? It's the same thing as the Oceanid, where it's just like, I don't like when there's extended periods of time when I can't do damage to you. And then also there's the achievement where you have to like prevent the little blobs from getting to it without destroying them. So like instead of doing an elemental reaction, just putting like Zhongli's pillars up or maybe blocking them with Ushi or whatever. Like, okay, that's fine. I don't. You think I have the energy to do all that? Because I don't. And also, like, I don't know. I don't know. It just, I would love to get the achievement, but it takes ever. And then I'm like, what if I accidentally drop the thing, like, on them and then it destroys them anyways? And then I'd have to start all over and then I'd have to go through this whole thing again. I don't like fighting it, and it's not fun for me. The Thunderbird is a good old mom pick me up, I'm scared. Now, because of all of the purple lights and flashes and movements, it also is a migraine trigger for me, unfortunately. But I did fight it because obviously I leveled up the Raiden Shogun to level 90. It just I have like I've gotten better at dodging it, and I think I'm okay at fighting it, all things considered, but again, migraine, and I don't like just like running around trying to avoid being hit constantly. Which I get it. That's a me problem. Just get better at dodging, perhaps, but I just as you can see, my ideal boss would be beautiful and would just stand there while I killed it. What can you do? You know? No, but this one just overwhelming and a lot of lights, so it's a bit of a migraine trigger. But it's not like a hard boss fight, all things considered. I do have a lot of moments where I try to hit it with Chongyun's cryo sword burst, and by the time that the burst is down, it's already moved. I'm like, stay still. So, that just, that's a me problem, and I acknowledge that. And oh my gosh, look, it's another mom pick me up, I'm scared. The Golden Wolf Lord. I've gotten better at it. The problem is when I wanted to build Ito originally, I only had Zhongli leveled up to 90, which means that when you have to like hit those things with geo attacks, the little wolfies that are like gold that are like into it, yeah, when you have to destroy those with geo, I only had Zhongli to do it. We were not getting far with that. So I had to first level up Ningguang because obviously Catalyst very useful for that. Um in order to get through the boss fight. It's better now, but still, do I love it? No. I don't enjoy fighting it. I'd rather not. It's a lot. Like I'm not even worried about the whole all of the Rift Hounds with the like, oh no, you lose your HP. It's like, okay, I have Barbara, and she's the one usually doing the damage. So she's very actively keeping our HP above like 50%. I'm not worried about it. But like that's that part it's not. It's just and I'm not good at doing damage at it until it's in the vulnerable state, which I guess is like the point and why you want to get it into the vulnerable state, but like again, I'm impatient. I would like to just start hitting it right away. Thank you. And finally, the Coral Defenders. A good old forgettable to end us off with. I, for some reason, I remembered the Coral Defenders as being difficult to fight. But then I realized I hadn't actually fought them since, like, they first released and I did the one time. So I actually did a refresher when I did the fight for this, and then I filmed myself fighting it. And what I realized when I did the refresher was that it was easy. And also that I did not remember anything about the fight until I was in it. Um, Even now that I'm trying to like remember the footage that you're looking at right now, I have no idea. Like, sure, I was there, I filmed it. First of all, this was in November. And second of all, uh, eh. So, yeah, solid forgettable. And that is the first three nations worth of open world bosses and how I feel about them personally. The geohypostasis sitting lonely in Could Be Worse is pretty much exactly how I expected that to go. I would love to do this with like Sumeru, Fontaine, and Natlan bosses. Obviously, Natlan is not complete. We still have to get the Merjavari or whatever is there now. Um, but I would love to do that. I would love to actually. I would love to like film more of those fights because some of them I've actually never done. Like in the boss event that we just had that ended this past weekend, I had actually never fought Sino's boss until that event. Not because I was scared to or anything. I just can never, like, I never walk there in the open world. Um, I think I know where it is. I think I've seen its arena, but I've never gone in. I've never fought that guy personally. So he just got added to my archive. Would love to actually know what I was doing in fighting him because obviously that boss event was a completely different thing altogether. But yeah, I'd love to go through it and kind of talk about it because we've gotten a lot of fun bosses in the past couple of years. Would love to go through those. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in. I don't know if seeing the footage and hearing me ramble about it is interesting to you at all, but it's a nice low spoon video to make in between stuff that's a little bit more intense. So it is nice to do. Either way, thank you for hanging out with me. Let me know which of these bosses you feel any type of way about. and let's talk about it. But if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Again, tell me what kind of bosses in the game, like what makes a good boss fight to you? Do you like to be challenged? Do you like the aesthetics of it? Is it about the music, the mechanics? What what would put someone in the love of my life could fight 50 times in a row sort of category for you personally? You can follow me in the links in the description box below, including on Twitch, where I will be playing Genshin tomorrow, if you're watching this the day the video goes up, or on Discord, where I'm always yapping in the gaming channel, usually about Genshin, sometimes about The Sims, but it's often Genshin. We all play it. Share this video with someone you think would enjoy it, and if you have not done so yet, subscribe, and I will see you in the next